He's pretty mentally weak in the ring. You know, as soon as things don't start going his way,
Yeah.
he starts to crumble, and things aren't going to go his way. So I think he's going to crumble.
Yeah.
Jake Paul is fired up after seeing Gervonta Tank Davis's explosive sparring clips light up the internet. Instead of backing down, Jake says criticism only fuels his fire. It makes every fight even more exciting. He insists his focus hasn't slipped one bit and reminds fans that this is the fight he's wanted for a long time. Now that it's finally happening, Jake says with confidence he truly believes he can beat Tank.
Stand on business and say the other person's gonna win. I like it.
So when
it makes it fun.
When he lay your boy out. You know what I mean?
He's my boy too. I love Mike.
I mean, Mike will move from this side to this side without you knowing exactly at which moment.
Showbiz the adult claps back at critics claiming Tank only took the Jake Paul fight for a payday. He argues the situation is far deeper than people think. Jake himself revealed there's a knockout bonus in the contract, and that changes everything. With that kind of money on the line, Tank's pride won't let him play it safe. Showbiz says this isn't just about cash, it's personal. Tank's ego won't allow him to be knocked out by a YouTuber. Critics calling it a money grab missed the point. Tank's legacy and pride are now on the line, and that makes this fight even more intense.
You guys told me that Gervonta Tank Davis is just taking this fight for a payday. He's just trying to get to the bag. Well, you got the fight itself, which is a payday, and you got a KO bonus on top of that, a big bonus. That's what Jake Paul said.
They're going to get a big, big bonus.
And they got a side bet of $2 million. Let's make it two.
Yeah, Jake on it. Yeah. Shake on it.
Jake, $1 million.
2 mil? 2 mil? 2 mil. Let's do it. 2 mil. Go get it steady.
Oh, they're shaking left you.
2 mil. There we go.
Oh, my fuck.
Why not get the entire bag? Whenever I got good food on my plate, I clean the plate. There is no reason to boil y'all. Hold on. Let me, because I'm going to play some Marvel Rivals. Let me get all this together. We'll be playing some Marvel Rivals later. Hold on, let me get my blind. Two sugars, no cream. And yes, no cream. Because I'm fired up today. I got on the scale today and I'm 209 pounds, okay? You guys know that I'm on the fitness journey. I'm showing you guys my video journal. And I started at 217 pounds when I started all this 12 days ago. And I'm telling you, I'm seeing faint ass. Hold on, the faint ass. Woo! The faint ass! The faint ass! I'm telling you, it'll be back. I will be back. I'm on my Terminator shit. And when I'm done, I'm going to tell you guys my secret and exactly how I did it. I'm talking about step by step, everything. I'm going to be in great shape like I was. When I turned 45 and all the gray in the beard, I was just like, it ain't over, bro. It ain't over. Hold on. Let me. Ooh. Dr. Doom. Okay. All right. But listen. A lot of you guys calling this a fake fight and all this shit. I'm going to quote one of you in the war room. I forgot, one of my show business partners said, was it Justin Hill? I forgot who it was. You guys said, something like, and if I misquote you, I'm sorry, but it was dope. You said something like, if this is a fake fight, it definitely has real consequences. I keep telling you guys, man, if it goes on their real record or not, whatever it is, you know what you saw. It's just like Ryan Garcia versus Devin the American Dream Haney. Devin Haney is still undefeated, but we know what we saw. You cannot erase what we saw. If Jake Paul knocks out Tank Davis, there's some real circumstances. The shit goes viral, and I'm going to lose $10,000. Jake Paul isn't just going to win in this exhibition, but he's also going to get a knockout bonus and an extra
Veteran trainer Robert Garcia gives a calm but sharp take. He says there's nothing wrong with Tank fighting Jake Paul. The problem is when he's doing it. Legends like Mayweather, Tyson, and Pacquiao only did exhibitions after their legacies were already set. Garcia says Tank isn't there yet. He still owes fans those defining fights against guys like Shakur Stevenson or Devin Haney. Instead, he's chasing a flashy event that feels premature. Garcia believes Tank's talent deserves better, because shortcuts might earn headlines, but they don't build greatness.
Stop the contest before something like that, but I don't know. What's your just take on the whole thing?
I'm not very interested in it. That doesn't excite me. I know it's going to do really good numbers. I know they're making a lot of money, which is good for them, good for Tank, because in boxing, that's what everybody looks for. I think is, the good thing is they announced it as an exhibition, which is, I'm okay with it. Everybody does it. Mayweather has done it. Ali did it. The only thing, my personal opinion is Tank, they all did it when they had already accomplished so much. They already did so much. Mayweather did everything in boxing and accomplished everything. Muhammad Ali did the same, and many others that have done it. I think Tank never gave us the fights that we really wanted. Never really gave us those challenges. He never really challenged himself. He didn't give Rhodes that rematch, which he should have. Mayweather did it when he had a hard time with Maidana and Castillo. Right away, he did the rematches to prove everybody wrong, and look at what he did. He beat him clearly. So Tank should have done the same. He didn't. That I could criticize, but then at the end also, if you're making 30 to 50 million, I don't even know what he's making to fight, to have an exhibition against just Jake Paul, I would have asked. I would do the same.
No one would say no to that.
If I had one of my fighters get an offer to fight a big celebrity, a big YouTuber for $20-30 million, I would probably do the same. So I don't blame him. It's boxing. At the end of his career, 20 years from now, nobody's gonna care of how many belts he won. Or
Bernie the boxer doesn't hold back. He laughs at people who say, at least Tank's making money. Tank's not broke. He's already one of boxing's top earners. Bernie says fans don't tune in to count paychecks. They want excitement, rivalries, and skill. He adds that real storylines come from real fights, like if Lamont Roach beats Isaac Pitbull Cruz, a win that would shake up Tank's legacy. Bernie insists fans want meaning, not money fights, because in boxing, legacy lasts longer than any check.
Rematch with Tank, and it's I kind of don't really care about the fight no more. It's starting to lose a little steam.
But I'm saying, if he stops Pitbull Cruz, right? Don't you think that people would want to see, Lamont and Tank more due to the fact that, Tank had a hard time with Pitbull?
No, I think people just want to see Tank versus Lamont because Lamont, he had a hard time with Lamont. It's just like Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. People just like controversy. People just like, you know what I'm saying? So people like to see finished business. They don't want to leave it unfinished, and that's what the intrigue is. They want to people want to see finished business. So, you know what I'm saying? I think that's the intrigue of the fight. And it doesn't make no sense why they taking so fucking a fight. Everybody keeps saying that, Tank getting the money, but is we getting the fucking money? Is we bidding there for the fucking money? Is he gonna give us some of the money? Are we waiting on him to feed us any bit? No. I want what I want. Fuck that. I'm selfish. I'm a fan. I want to see the fucking fight. I don't want to see no fucking circus. You know what I'm saying? So for everybody saying, oh, he gets back, who gives a fuck? I hope he do get. He already rich as fuck. He already won 30 million in the last fight or something. He got more money than I'm ever gonna have. I don't give a fuck. I want to see the fights. I'm a fucking boxing fan. I want to see a fucking fight. I don't want to see no fucking farce. Fuck. Motherfucker count another motherfucking pockets. They all getting paid. These motherfuckers getting paid millions. Boy, we making how much? 60,000, 40,000 every motherfucking day. Going to work 9 hours a day and shit. And then coming home with waiting on income tax and shit like that to get some big bread. Come on, man. I'm talking about.
Lamont Roach speaks with calm frustration about Tank choosing Jake Paul over their rematch. He says he doesn't hate the fight itself. Anyone would be tempted by a big payday, but it's how Tank handled it that stings. Roach reveals there was a rematch clause, yet Tank went silent and signed with Jake without a word. That, he says, breaks fighter-to-fighter respect. Boxing is built on honor, and skipping obligations for spectacle hurts the sport's integrity. Roach admits the move may help Tank financially, but it damaged trust, and that's a price no fighter should pay.
Executing that rematch, is it safe to say that there was some money given to you because of that?
Money given to me, not necessarily, but
okay.
You know, like I said, those guys took good care of me. Those guys on the other side took care of me. Not him personally and not his team personally,
right.
But you know.
But somebody made it right for that rematch not happening.
Kinda, you could say that.
Kinda. I understand. I don't understand the position you're in, but from the outside looking in, you had a phenomenal performance against arguably one of the best fighters, you know, top 10 pound for pound fighters in Tank, which many didn't believe it would happen. So you want the opportunity to get back and you know, I guess get the victory. But can you really, honestly, putting yourself in Tank's shoes, be upset with taking advantage of the opportunity to fight Jake Paul? Reportedly, there's about $40 million that he's going to get paid. Now, I don't know this to be, you know, accurate, but I'm saying those are the reports, right? If you were in his shoes, wouldn't you do the same thing?
See, now, this is something that I explain and express, and I hope everybody gets. That opportunity is an opportunity that you probably cannot pass up. But it's about how you handle it. It's about how you go about it. A lot of people don't know that he actually exercised his rights to the rematch, so that contractually binds us to a fight. You cannot breach that unless you do what you have to do to handle the business, to be like, okay, well, we mutually agree to let you move on or